stolen chocolate bar, Thomas skipped happily down the street, whistling a tune. He was on his way home from school, and his tummy was rumbling. As he passed Mr. Johnson's store, he saw a big display of candy bars right by the door. Those look delicious, Thomas thought. He really wanted a chocolate bar, but he didn't have any money. He hesitated for a moment. Then a naughty idea popped into his head. Quickly, Thomas glanced around. No one was looking. He snatched the chocolate bar and slipped it into his pocket. His heart pounded as he hurried away. When he got home, Thomas unwrapped the chocolate bar and took a bite. It was delicious. But he didn't feel happy. Instead, a heavy feeling settled in his tummy, heavier than any chocolate. He knew what he had done was wrong. That night, Thomas couldn't sleep. He tossed and turned, thinking about the stolen chocolate bar. He remembered something his Sunday school teacher had said. God sees everything we do, and He wants us to be honest. The next morning, Thomas knew what he had to do. He went back to Mr. Johnson's store, his head held low. He walked up to the counter, where Mr. Johnson stood with a kind smile. "Mr. Johnson?" Thomas said, his voice barely a whisper. I took a chocolate bar yesterday without paying. I'm very sorry." He pulled the crumpled wrapper from his pocket. Mr. Johnson looked at Thomas with understanding. "Thank you for being honest, Thomas," he said gently. "It takes courage to admit when you've done something wrong." Thomas felt a wave of relief. He apologized again, and then, with his own pocket money, he paid for the chocolate bar. As he left the store, he felt much lighter. He learned a valuable lesson about honesty and doing the right thing. That night, Thomas said an extra prayer, thanking God for his forgiveness. He knew that even when he had made mistakes, God still loved him. And he knew from now on, he would always try his best to be honest and true.